something happened in 2016. Yes, all of those things, how could we forget? But I'm talking about something else, a cultural wave that spread through pop culture, politics, fashion, and yes, even interior design. An era that branded the girl boss, gave us millennial pink, and saw a 50% spike in Google searches for self-care. It was an era that brought back "the future is female," a feminist slogan from the 1970s, but this time we put it on a t-shirt. Now this episode is not about feminism, although I think you could argue that almost everything is about feminism. Instead, today we're talking about how a modern women's empowerment movement found its way into home decor, and even more surprisingly, revived a long-deceased male artist to be its champion. You might be familiar with his work. Does this, or even this ring a bell? No? Okay, well at least this one, right? His name is Henri, or Henri if you're fancy like that, Matisse. And although he died in 1954, he has become the most unsuspecting icon of this hyper-feminine home decor era that is still very much alive and evolving to this day. And as they say, nevertheless, he persisted. Am I right? Welcome back to Iconic Objects, where we get inquisitive about the most legendary furniture, decor, designs, and today, artists in the course of home history. Today we're finding out how one man managed to become a certified girl boss of home decor. But first, let's take it back a little bit. In the past 8 years or so, we have seen this huge upswing in an undeniable, unapologetic, hyper-feminine aesthetic in interior design. Alright, now I am well aware that here in 2024, an unapologetically feminine aesthetic could mean so many things. It could mean anything from Barbie to Reggie Rocket, Renaissance to Cowboy Carter, or Julia Fox to Angel Reese. One of the best parts about being a woman is that we get to be anything, at any time. In the past 8 years, there has been a major reclamation of all girl-coded things that we traditionally associate with femininity. Things turned out in viral home decor trends like coquette core, Barbie core, dopamine decor, the grocery girl, the French girl, the clean girl, the messy girl, the coastal grandmother, and yes, even the mob wife. The unapologetically feminine era is positively girly. I mean, even the term girly has become unapologetically positive. Now here's where it starts to get really interesting, because there is a trend that I've noticed that coincides with all of this femme-forward energy. It's the literal reclamation of the feminine physique in home decor. From colorful prints of the feminine silhouette in all shapes and sizes to more abstract line drawings, body-positive design is abundantly trendy. And it doesn't stop with just prints, because have you noticed the upswing in all these curvaceous vases? It's giving the female gaze, but in home decor. Okay, but how and why does Henri Matisse, a male artist, fit into all of this? Well, the answer to that might just require a little bit of art history, so shall we? Anyone who's been to an artist museum knows that the human body, more particularly the nude feminine form, has been the artist's muse dating back to ancient times. In prehistoric art, we have the Venus figurines, such as the Venus of Willendorf, which depict voluptuous feminine forms, symbolizing things like fertility and abundance. Moving forward to ancient Greece, the idealized female form was celebrated in marble statues like the Venus de Milo and Aphrodite. We are just gonna breeze past the Middle Ages, because honestly, those guys hated nudes and they had pretty medieval ideas about women too. But during the Renaissance, we got artists like Botticelli, who gave us works like The Birth of Venus, which depicted the goddess of love emerging from the sea, representing divine beauty and grace. In the Baroque period, artists like Peter Paul Rubens embraced the curvaceous female form in lively, dramatic compositions. The depiction of the female body then evolved further in the 19th and 20th centuries with artists like Edgar Degas and Auguste Rodin. Their work had a very lifelike quality and actually explored the nuances of femininity with raw emotional depth. This challenged that very polished idealism and static interpretation of women in the classical traditions. Now, it does not fall short on me that some of the most famous historical depictions of the feminine form all come to us from men. Need I remind us all that much of history is, well, his story. But in all of the ever-evolving depictions of the female form in art over the years, if we were to dub just one man to be the girl-bossified crowning champion of them all, well, it's gotta be Henri Matisse. Henri Matisse. Bet you didn't think we'd be getting into dudes and nudes on this episode, did you? Fair warning though, I am not an art history scholar nor a Matisse expert. Also, it's totally cool if certain artists don't resonate with you and if we have different perspectives on the same pieces. If everyone agreed on art, and honestly, interior design or home decor, the world would be a very boring place. Okay, so back to Matisse. While his work spans decades, I want to focus on the few pieces that have seen a major modern revival. Particularly, there's a few pieces that seem to resonate with much of the momentum we're seeing in our current design era. Specifically, in Matisse's abstract depictions of the feminine form in his works like the Blue Nude series. The subjects are ambiguous, but they possess this sort of relatability and an energy that feels kind of modern. A critic could argue that these depictions of the female form are really just an evolved version of the same old male-gazy art traditions. And actually, I wouldn't argue back. I don't think anyone's arguing that. But for me, and for a lot of people actually, Matisse's work feels profound, and I think that's because it has this sense of joy. It's sensuous and it's relatable, all without having this pressure of perfection. This becomes particularly evident in pieces like The Dance, another home decor heavy hitter, where the figures in this art piece move almost with an exuberance. The colors are bold and emotive, the shapes are vibrant and fluid. With so much movement and expression, it truly feels like Matisse's world is one where femininity isn't defined. Instead, full of multitudes. When asked in this strategist article why Henri Matisse has become so popular in home decor recently, Abigail Campbell, owner of Brooklyn-based Abigail Bell Vintage, says, "I like to think that it has something to do with female empowerment and people just really owning their bodies more. There's a ton of people who are just really interested in pieces that feature the female form." In her own investigation with Stylist magazine, writer Moya Crockett concludes that it's this spirit of cheerfulness and independence that really seems to be driving women's interest in Matisse. "I'm very happy to be one of the thousands finding pleasure and beauty in Matisse's work. I'm a Matisse-loving millennial cliche, and that's just okay." Amen, sister. And let me just add, it just so happens that Matisse has made art that goes with literally anything. See, I put her back here on my wall, and I think she looks amazing. Pieces like this have such an atmospheric quality to them and bring such an exquisite vibe to a room. Not to mention, there are so many amazing artists who have followed in his legacy. And I just love how pieces like these can really liven up a space and almost give it a sort of certified girl power. If Henri Matisse can teach us one thing about interior design, it is that perfection is ultimately a big scam. Creating a home should be so much more than just achieving an aesthetic. It should be about building a sanctuary that makes you feel uplifted, inspired, and free, whatever that looks like to you. And if maybe that looks like a Matisse piece on your wall, well, his work is plentiful on Wayfair. Be sure to check out all of our iconic objects on this channel, including the Monstera episode where our honorary girl boss makes a cameo. See you in the next one.